Hi guys, thanks for watching. Andy here. It's Wednesday the 24th of October 2018. An eventful day, not least because it's full moon day. Full moon comes up at 17:45 UK time tonight. That is GMT +1, UTC +1. That is all going to change towards the end of October, but at the moment it's still effectively British summertime, if rather cold. So that full moon's coming in and it's a time of excess energy really. And the question is, can you use that excess energy? It's only excessive if it's no good to anyone. Maybe you can do something with it, so be prepared to latch onto that because it's happening today and the energy is building up now. There's a lot of psychic energy, a lot of actual physically getting things done as well. Basically everything's at its maximum, but that can also mean emotions. It can feel a bit fraught. Things can worry us a bit more than they need to really under a full moon, but it's a fantastic time, so keep your chin up, keep looking up, keep seeing things as positive. Just before that full moon at 15:33, she enters Taurus. Now it does mean that the moon is void in Aries at the moment, and that will be the case right the way through the UK day. And when the moon's void in Aries, well, a void is a void, really, and they don't really have their own characteristics all that much, but because it's between one planet and another, we do get certain characteristics which are likely to be involved in the void, of course, emptiness, if you will, and basically any kind of premature action, any kind of acting on impulse is likely to cause more problems than it solves. You never really know, but confrontations will get you nowhere. It's a question of being patient, really, because we've all got things that we need to do and we all need to keep going and keep on doing them as much as we can to get things done, because that is life's journey. But I would just wait and see at the moment. The sun itself is sextile Saturn, which is no bad thing. That gives you a kind of stability in any kind of transition that's happening, like a void, of course, for example. And it brings beneficial delays. Now, they're an interesting one because you never know what would have happened if the thing hadn't been delayed. But sometimes, I'll give you an example. Once I was giving a psychic reading and it came up that this lady had been trying to go to a meeting that she really wanted to go to and couldn't get there. And she thought that was rather strange. And it may have been that, she might have been run over by a car on the way to the meeting or something. You just never know. So if you get a delay, try and see it in a positive light, because delays can be beneficial, especially when the sun is sextile Saturn. And it's nice to think there's actually something positive going to happen while the moon's void in Aries. Positivity never stops happening. It just feels like it could sometimes. Mercury is conjunct Jupiter and not into the retrograde yet on the 28th, which I think is this Sunday coming up. Mercury goes into the post-shadow, the foreshadow to Mercury retrograde, but it's not happening yet. Right now, Mercury's conjunct Jupiter. You tend to find education matters, anything to do with religion might come up as well. And travel and transport can be a bit of fun under Mercury, so plan those journeys carefully. And if you're planning to do anything really amazing, I would make sure you've absolutely got it cut and dried before we go into that post-shadow, if at all possible. Certainly before the main Mercury retrograde. The end of the post-shadow from that is on the 24th of December. So if I was you, I'd be thinking about your Christmas shopping and stuff. I can't think of anything I'd really less want to think about than Christmas. It just, the idea of it is wonderful, but oh dear, what we do to each other over Christmas doesn't bear thinking about. Anyway, that's another subject, that's another video, some other time. Meanwhile, don't worry about blinking Christmas, it's not going to happen yet, and when it does, it's only a day and it's gone. Have a fabulous day, my friends, and get ready for that full moon energy. Any manifestation, anything like that you want to do, this is the time to be thinking about it. And when we get into that full moon, 17:45 this evening, 5:45, that's really the time to get your manifesting head on, visualize and believe. It's much more likely to work if you believe it will. Okay, on that note, have a fab day, friends. I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.